identify the issues that we want to look at, involved in the research process. So we're very grateful that Ash was agreed to be part of the committee, but also that he was able to come and take part. And so I'm going to let him, he's prepared something for us. And I think that will be very relevant, timely, and important here about his role and why he's here and his experience.
Hello. So I made a little bit of a speech about what I went through and what I'm still going through, so I'll just stand back here. Social project. So, hello, my name is Ash Bolstead. I'm 16 years old in grade 12. I'm very happy to be in Montreal, invited to involved with the UFC Injury Prevention Research Center. I've been involved in hockey since I was 5 years old. I was a player until October 13, 2009, when I got my second concussion during the first game of the year. After being hit from behind and elbowed in the neck, or head, my head hit the top of the boards, and then it also hit the ice. The player who hit me only got a 2-minute penalty for elbowing. So, and still 4 years later, I'm still dealing with these problems today. So, after the concussion, I couldn't go to school or play hockey anymore. I had over 150 appointments that year, which were, I was lucky to see the UFC sport med experts in children hospital neuroscience, and my physiotherapist regularly, Captain Schneider. When I first got my concussion, my head would pound constantly. I was always dizzy, couldn't sleep. I'd go for most days without sleeping until the final day where I just crashed, but even then, I could only get a few hours of sleep. I had no appetite, and I couldn't be in a room with light or sounds. So they bothered me so much. Didn't watch TV or play video games because the sound and light would bother me. I'd have no balance and would fall regularly. There were two memorable falls that I remember. One, I fell down and broke my wrist, so that was sort of unfortunate. And two, I fell down at school and I hit my head. The school went down on lockdown and an ambulance came and I was taken to the children's hospital. Because of my constant falls, I would need to be guided by my mom or my friends anywhere I went. My mom would take me to the local gym to walk at the indoor track and to do my physio exercises. I hated that a lot because who likes physio, right? I couldn't walk 3 steps without falling. We would go up the stairs, which is about 70 stairs. It would take normally me 10 to 15 seconds. It would take us 15 to 20 minutes because of the breaks and it was tough. And as a reward or treat, if I worked hard during my physiotherapy exercises, we could take the elevator down. At the track, I remember there were 2 60 to 70-year-old ladies, which we would call Marge and Lois. I can't remember why, just sort of a joke. But we always set goals that just one lap, I will beat them in a walking race. So without telling them, we'd sort of start our own little race. I got very competitive with it. So I was pulled out of school and it felt like life. I was on medication that wasn't helping. I was very depressed all the time and just negative. I gained 60 to 70 pounds just from eating because I couldn't do anything. I would spend my days doing crafts, which I was a sports guy, so that's not really, pipe cleaner, bracelets, things. And also making t-shirts that would say concussions suck. So those were how I'd spend my days. So in the January, I started going back to school to socialize with friends. The first day I went back, I lasted 2 minutes in class because the noisy and bright classroom wasn't really my forte. My friends would guide me around everywhere, and I would not do any work. I'd just sit there and basically watch them do work and just try and get back into the routine. Most kids would be thrilled about not doing schoolwork, but I like school. I was an honor student, and not being able to do anything was frustrating. But I did start doing some work later, which was like grade 1 addition and subtracting, but it was just to try and get my concentration back. Substitute teachers, it's weird because me being in grade 8, they never believed me when I said, I'm not here to do work, I'm just here to be with my friends. So, yeah. I appreciate school because it's been taken away from me for that year. And I still have the same headache, like I have it right now, it just throbs all day, every day, and concentrating in school is still tough for me. I need to take breaks during homework, and longer on tests, and reading is hard for me. But the symptoms increase when I exert myself physically, especially in cardio exercises, which sort of sucks because I'm used to running and like used to play hockey. So those were, when I get home from school, I usually close the blinds and try to just be in a dark room and try and let the symptoms go down a bit so I can start my homework. And I've still had appointments from time to time, usually biofeedback, which it's changed since I did it 4 years ago, like a lot. And I can't play hockey anymore. I do miss it, but I've been involved for the past 3 years with assistant coaching hockey. And I appreciate all that all of you are doing. Like, this is a great cause, and just thank you.